Hey, how you doing? Been a while. I've kind of been out of circulation for a while. You know me as Mr. Tombstone? Mike Hogan, Mr. Tombstone. I've been working on a new rig. Something a little out of the ordinary, but still retaining that classic sound. And it's a combination of overdrive, delay, and reverb. But small, minimal, easy, and cheap. Anybody can do it. So let me give you the tour. All right. So I'm using my Tascam DR7 to do this recording. So I'm in my room right now working with my new rig. It consists of Blues Driver, and it is set. The drive knob is set about 11 o'clock, and that is because I'm only trying to get a little bit of crunch. I'm not trying to get any overdrive on this because I'll get a lot of feedback. Well, not a lot of feedback. Actually, this is fairly feedback friendly. I'm going from that into a Memory Boy set. Well, right now it's set up as a slapback. Very short delay time, one repeat. And I'm blending it, not a lot. The blend is set up at about 9 o'clock, which is, so that's only about 25% wet. So that's fairly, not overpowering. Then we go to the Holy Grail Nano, the small version. It's set to spring reverb. The knob is about 9 o'clock. And then that goes into an old DoD direct box that I got must be 20 years old. And that is going into a Behringer K450 FX. That is a combination PA and keyboard amplifier. But it has a low Z plug for microphones, so I'm using that. I'm using, as you saw, 3 vocal mics, the Shure Big 3. The SM58, the SM57, and the 545 SD, commonly referred to as the Paul Butterfield mic. My number one microphone, of course, is the SD. That is the mic. It's got an on-off switch. It's great. But now that microphone is dual impedance. Right now it's set to low impedance, which I think works the best. A lot of people say they like the high impedance setting. I don't like that. Here's one reason why. The first 2 mics, the 58 and the 57, those are everywhere on the bandstand. Everywhere. If you lose your stuff, you break it, you forgot it at home, no sweat. You can grab any mic. They're all over the place. If your rig goes to hell, forget it. Ditch your rig, pick up a vocal mic, and go to town. I'm using the Harp I'm using right now is crazy. This thing is it was a B flat blues harp, but I replaced the cover plates with the Big River Harp cover plates. Right now, I mean, it really got a great sound electrified. I don't know why it is. It's probably one of my cheapest, but man, I just love it. So the first sound we're going to go through is this is a completely bypassed. Pretty powerful. That is the 57. That is a 57's inherent tone. Now, here's what's great about this whole setup. If I don't like that tone, all I have to do, I don't even have to turn my signal off. I just unplug it. I'm sorry, that wasn't the 57. That was the 545. That's my go-to mic. This is a 57. I just plugged it in. Didn't have to turn my mic off. Don't have to talk to the sound man. Don't have to do nothing. Don't like that one? That's cool. Got a 58. Common vocal mic, they're all over the stage. Now, they claim, Barrett says this, and if he says it, I'm going to buy it. He says that microphone has a EQ scoop designed for vocalists. Not so great for a harmonica player. I like it. I got no problems with it at all. Very feedback resistant. A little more mellow. If you're going to be playing some cool third position stuff, or you're trying to keep it cool, that's the mic to use. If you show up at a place, you got a harp in your pocket, you got nothing better to do, you don't have your gear, all of a sudden, hey, check it out, they're having a jam. Cool, I think I'll play. Go up, grab a vocal mic. Alright, so this is back to the SM57. And right now we're going to be using the Blues Driver. This is Blues Driver only, and this is set to my standard crunchy tone, which is just gain at about 11 o'clock. Level, not really that relevant. I just use it to find a good unity gain. And tone is about 11:30, a little bit past 50-50. A little bit to accentuate the bass line. And here we go. The chording on that is killer. So now, I'm going to kick that off. I'm going to turn on the Memory Boy only. This is a set for slap bag. Now, with two minor turns, that's going to be delay to about 3 o'clock and feedback. I'm going to bring it up a little bit to about 9 o'clock. That's going to give us about 3 feedbacks, about 3 repetitions, and that's going to give us a little bit more of a Chicago tone. Okay, now we're going to go back to the slap. It's going to be... Okay, now the Holy Grail reverb. This is set at spring, and the reverb is set at about, the knob is about 9 o'clock. So you can kind of hear the trail off. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so you can get an idea of what's going on. Now we're going to drop that back down to 9. We're going to switch the switch to Hall, from spring to Hall. Flurb, pretty pointless. The new version doesn't have a flurb. In fact, I think it has a plate reverb. But this particular version has a flurb on it, which I believe is some sort of a reverb and some modulation, maybe a vibrato. So I'm going to switch to Hall, and that's going to be a little bit of a more ambient tone, not quite as tight as the spring. Hear that? Trails off. I mean, that's a long trail off on that one. That would be something good for this. Maybe some third position with some higher register stuff. I'm going to switch back to spring. Now we're going to switch Blues Driver on, Memory Boy on. Not bad. Now, blues driver on, Holy Grail on. That's reverb. So, blues driver, so overdrive, reverb. That's more of a classic Chicago tone. So now, blues driver off, memory boy on, reverb on. Now this is the tone that I'm getting towards my what I believe is going to be my go-to tone, which is going to be all three pedals. And this is why. This will give you a little bit clearer tone, but you're going to hear the interplay between the delay and the reverb. Okay, now you can hear that this 545 SD is extremely sensitive. You could hear my voice getting picked up. When I first started playing this microphone, I would hear this clicking, and I had no idea. I thought the mic was defective. Turns out what it was doing is picking up the clicking of my tongue inside my mouth. So you have to, this mic takes a lot of getting used to, some slight changes in your embouchure. But all in all, it's a killer mic and cheap. By the way, I did not mention this. All three of these mics, the first two, the 58 to 57, about $100. The 545, a little bit harder to find because you're probably not going to get it at Guitar Center in the store. You're gonna have to get it online. About $115. Great mic, you're gonna love it. Okay, and then this is the final tone. This is blues driver, country, slapback delay, and medium spring reverb. And here we go. Try that again. And that is the new rig.